Today we're going to be talking about volunteering at the Brimfield Flea Market. Hi, my name is Catherine Henry. I'm a volunteer with Here Today, Adopted Tomorrow, and today we're going to talk about how to volunteer at the Brimfield Flea Market. With me today we have Fisher and then a stripy one you might see whose name is Lynx. They're helping me out today. So, first things first, what should you bring and what should you wear to the Brimfield Flea Market? We recommend that you wear a Here Today, Adopted Tomorrow shirt, which can be purchased by contacting Rachel or me. And if you cannot do that or you do not want to, just any sort of animal attire shirt, such as the one that I'm wearing today. We also recommend that you dress for the weather. If you know it's going to be really hot, shorts are definitely recommended, comfortable shoes, maybe a hat perhaps. And then items you should bring include sunscreen, a water bottle, sunglasses, anything else you may need during the day, including some snacks or cash if you would like to get something while you're at the flea market, and any other items that I forget I will list on the side here. Now that you've brought all your stuff and you're prepared, what do you do on the day of? If you're a morning shift, the first thing you're going to do is you and your partner are going to meet here at the shelter. All of these supplies will be placed to the left side of the porch, and you will load all of that into your car. I will show you during the setup phase how you can collapse the wagon so it'll be easier to fit into your vehicle. We recommend that you carpool, which is part of the purpose of meeting here, because we only have 2 parking spaces for free. Otherwise, you have to pay for parking. So, now that you've met your partner here and you've loaded up all the supplies, you're going to drive on down to First Congregational Church here in Brimfield. There will be some designated parking. If it's not properly labeled, just make sure to identify yourself as a Here Today, Adopted Tomorrow volunteer, and they will help park you for free. From there, you'll load everything into the wagon and wheel it on down to the tree, which I'm going to be inserting a picture of right here. And then I will show you what the setup should look like in front of that. You will sit there until the end of your shift, during which time second shift should be meeting here at the shelter, getting in one vehicle, driving on down to First Congregational Church. They'll be taking the second parking spot right next to yours, probably. Then they will walk down to meet you at the tree, and you will swap right there. Then at the end of the day, the second shift will pack it all up, load it back into their vehicle, bring it back and place it on the front porch, and then they can go their separate ways. We highly recommend that you try and get here at least 30 minutes before your shift, because it can take a good amount of time to make it through Brimfield with all of the traffic. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reference our frequently asked questions. Alright, so at this point you've wheeled your stuff down on over to where the tree is, and you're going to begin your setup. Now make sure you don't take any cats with you, but what you're going to do is you're going to start by putting your chairs on either side of the tree or kind of close together. You would like to be in front of it, but you cannot be on the road. It becomes a safety hazard for yourself and the other drivers out there. So set up your chairs. Then we have this lovely sign for the shelter, which should fit kind of nicely in between. You can also prop it up on this bin, but for the time being I need to take things out of it, so I will include a nice picture at the end that you can look at. But next, let's go over the stuff. Now time to talk about what's inside of the bin. When you open it, at the top we have this blanket, which can be placed over the bin to act as a little tablecloth if you so desire. We have the donation jars, which you can feel free to redistribute the rocks however you see appropriate. It's used to help weigh down the jars in case you want to place it on your lap or something so it doesn't get blown over in the wind. The extra rocks can also be used to hold down different pamphlets. Also inside, which is very important, is we have a binder, almost like a lookbook, where it has pictures of the shelter and cats. It also has the updated pricing and some cats that are available for adoption, although that changes on the daily, as you know. So there's that. And then this is for your reference. This binder or file folder has pamphlets of Here Today, Adopted Tomorrow's services and additional information, including how to donate. Important as well in case somebody asks for it. In the events tab, I have paper clipped the permits for all of the different flea markets, So if anybody asked for your permit to be there, we do have one. So there's that. Here is a closer look at some of the papers. It has the resources and services. And then these pamphlets contain some more information about the shelter and how to donate. Also in here is an umbrella, a dog water bowl, dog treats, a tarp in case it starts raining so you can cover things, another bag of dog treats, some dog poop bags if people need those, stickers, there's pens, some scissors, and a bunch of little ponchos in case it begins raining. So I'm going to go ahead and repack this all up. As that's what you should do at the end of your shift. Now that you and your partner are all set up, how do you go about getting donations? Obviously, it's best to stand when possible, but it is a long day, so sitting is also appropriate. I'm going to do that to match my partner over here. So, the best way to ask for donations is whatever is most comfortable for you. Some examples include, can you spare $1 to help the animals? Me personally, I do I'm from Here Today, Adopted Tomorrow, a no-cage, no-kill, non-profit shelter right down the road here in Brimfield. But it's whatever ends up working best for you. At the end of the day, people are able to see your sign. Sometimes they're rude to you, but don't let it get you down. Every dollar counts and helps make a difference. Look at demonstrating the partner swap already. We're not quite there yet. But anyway, that feels best for you is appropriate. There are some other suggestions in the frequently asked questions guide. Oh, he left to go get a bug. But yeah, and then at the end of the day, leave all the donations in the jar and repack it back up as I showed earlier. But that's kind of how it goes while you're sitting there. Make sure to check with your partner if you need bathroom breaks or breaks to go get food. That way one person is always covering the supplies. And honestly, it ends up being a fun day. You can chat with the person that you're working with, chat with the people that you meet. A lot of people are really nice and they'll like to tell you about their own pets. Feel free to share whatever feels best for you as well about your own animals. And if you ever have any questions that are asked of you that you don't quite know, you can always direct people to the shelter website or to those flyers that you'll have handy right behind you. But at the end of the day, it ends up being really fun. You'll probably come home a little bit suntanned, and the cats will all be very grateful for you. So at the end of the second shift, you will take down all the equipment, and I'll give a little quick video on how to do that, and I'll also include how to take down the wagon for ease of use. And how to collapse the wagon. There's this little cross beam, pull it up in the middle to allow this, oh there's a bug on it. Okay, allow this to go like this. There's handles that you will Velcro together. And then this part just snaps out. It goes back down and clips in. There we go. Thank you for watching, and me and all the cats at Here Today, Adopted Tomorrow, thank you very much for your volunteering.